This is my homeboy Big D, and we usually don't, we're not on the same page ever when it comes to wrestling. And right now, he is pulling up the match between Goldberg and Brock Lesnar because I told him that it sucked. They didn't do anything. He's trying to prove me wrong, so he's multitasking right now. But this is a prediction video, and as you can see, no, I am not in my home full of wood paneling. I am actually in Dallas. We are both going to see WrestleMania. We're literally hours away from it starting, and there's literally 11 matches on the card. I thought there were 12. I guess maybe one got canceled. I don't know, but there's 11 official matches on the card. A lot, 11. So they got a lot to stand up for because of how great TakeOver was on Friday. They got a lot to prove when it comes to this. So so far, and I pulled this up from, I pulled this up straight off the website, and I think that was his phone. SB Nation, they actually did post the official card for WrestleMania 32 at 8 o'clock this morning. And so far, instead of being 3 kickoff matches that we predicted, well, we thought that was going to happen, according to this, it's only 2. So we're going to see 2 kickoff matches, and it's the kickoff matches that I'm glad that's there because it makes sense. I guess let's get started with the possible big stinker of the kickoff match because a lot of people are pissed off at this. Let's talk about the Divas. Total Divas versus Team Bad and Blonde. And we pretty much know who's going to be on the Total Divas side, especially the fact that Eva Marie was just added this past Monday, which pissed a lot of people off. And then we got Team Bad, and we got Emma and Lana as the Blondes. Now, Lana, we haven't seen her perform like ever since she made her debut. We know how great Emma is, especially on NXT with her being a heel. But honestly, who do you think is going to win this one? It should be a no-brainer, but I want to hear your thoughts on this. Yeah. It's going to be Total Divas. That's my vote too. It's going to be a face win. And it's good. And honestly, I don't think anyone wants to touch Eva Marie. She's gonna be on the sidelines throughout the entire thing, which makes me sad because she should really have a chance to perform in order to get better. You're gonna suck before you get better, people. Just look at Trish throughout her whole.
Whoa.
Trish sucked when she started at first. She got better and she got way great at first. Okay, fine. Let's not bring your wife into this. But yeah, I'm gonna say it. She did suck at the beginning. And then she got better as time moved on. She wasn't as epic as people said she was, but she got better. Okay, fine. Let's keep it moving. Let's not talk about your wife. but let's talk about the next kickoff match. The Usos versus the Dudleys. We've seen this 1,000 times. We can pretty much predict what's going to happen. It's not an epic of match. We've seen it 1,000 times, but what's your thoughts?
Don't care.
Yeah.
He brought into it.
Yeah.
So don't care.
Yeah. I really don't see much about this either.
Nope.
I don't even care who wins, but more than likely it's going to be Usos. They're going to cap off this feud and be done. But let's talk about the card matches. And some of the matches that were on the kickoff are now going to be on the card. Andre the Giant Battle Royal is now on the card, but that's a lot of people in it and a lot of people we just saw announced that we're shocked about, but we're going to talk about that later. Let's talk about the dream match. The dream match of Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles. We've seen this 4 times. We've seen the same outcome. Either Chris wins or AJ wins. Chris Jericho will literally make whoever goes up against him look great and make him look great too. AJ Styles, we know how great he was in TNA. We know how great he is in New Japan and ROH. He will bring it. But honestly, I see AJ winning this. I just do. I don't see Jericho winning it because Jericho is only there to put people over. That's his purpose. That's his job. He's not supposed to win. Even though he wins occasionally to extend the feud, he's not going to win here. That's just how I see it. What's your thoughts?
AJ.
He's making it simple and sweet, and I'm trying to get us all on this angle here. And I guess instead of me explaining, I should just straight up be like, hey, you know, this, that, move. Okay, let's talk about one of my favorite main events of the night. This is one of them. The Divas Championship Triple Threat with Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky. I'm looking forward to this match. I'm a huge fan of Sasha and Becky. I love me some Charlotte, but I don't see Charlotte winning this. Everybody's rooting for Sasha Banks. Becky is definitely an underdog. We have seen these girls go at it on NXT. It is phenomenal. But everything is literally just gearing for Sasha's to. It's like everything is pointing to Sasha for this win. I would be okay if Becky does win this because she's been the underdog even in NXT. I like seeing underdogs win, but honestly, it just seems like Sasha would be the better choice. I mean, at this point, it would be a better choice for Sasha to win, and then it'll be even better down the line for Becky to have her moment. But I don't know. I'm going for Sasha on this.
Charlotte.
You think Charlotte's gonna keep it?
This is the first big time WrestleMania defending her title. Her dad's in the corner. This is a Flair.
Yeah.
Ric Flair, Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
No.
I love me some Ric Flair.
Guarantee Ric Flair interferes. Charlotte keeps the title.
Why do I have a feeling that he's gonna be right about this?
It's a Flair.
You're right. You're right.
You really think Ric Flair is gonna let his daughter go down in flames?
No.
On her first major WrestleMania debut.
True, but
defending her title.
But he could screw her up. He could screw her up and cause her to lose.
Not on her first WrestleMania.
Because it could be a possibility that he may be a manager for Sasha Banks.
Not on his daughter's first WrestleMania.
It could be. He's a Flair. He's the dirtiest player in the game. So is she. He could be dirty to his own daughter.
He is not gonna be dirty to his daughter.
He could be. I don't know. Flair's the dirtiest player in the game.
Charlotte takes after her father.
Yeah, that's
his
true.
own son didn't take after his dad like this when WCW was up and running.
That's true.
I mean, he had the chance. But he didn't take after like Rick did, like Charlotte did.
That's true. He's going for Charlotte. I'm going for Sasha.
No, don't get me wrong. I like Sasha. No, it's not
that you don't. It's just that for me, I think that everything's gearing up for Sasha to win. But he's saying Charlotte, so we'll just say Charlotte here. All right, now this is a big one, and we're just looking at this list, and we're still shocked of who's on it. But with the rumors of these two being seen, it could be a possibility. Okay, the 3rd annual WWE Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And I'm going to name all these guys down the road. I could be right. I could be wrong. They could change your mind. Who knows? But first one's Braun Strowman, John Cena, Goldberg, Mark Henry, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, Kane, Eric Rowan, Samoa Joe, Big Show, Jack Swagger, Adam Rose, Darren Young, Heath Slater, Goldust, Damian Sandow, Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas, Tyler Breeze, Fandango, and R-Truth. You heard us. You heard me what I said before of who is going to be in this thing. Yes, John Cena, Goldberg, Randy Orton, and Samoa Joe. Will the 4 added into this? Like, seriously.
Goldberg. I'm going Goldberg.
Can you imagine Goldberg literally showing his face on a WWE brand again after what happened? And I guess we'll get into that later between Brock and him. Oh boy. He says Goldberg for the win. If Cena wins, people will hate him.
No, they won't.
Yeah, people still hating on John for no reason, in my opinion. If Randy wins, people will love it because we haven't seen Randy in nearly a year and a half. So it's going to be either Randy or Goldberg. I go for Randy. He's going for Goldberg. But Goldberg don't really have much stamina. He can't really hold his own for that long. That was the biggest problem with the streak. The guy couldn't make it throughout, like, after, 3 or 4 minutes? He's, like, completely winded? That was a problem.
It was not the problem.
The biggest problem was that he could not last in a match. He would literally be gassed in a very short period of time. He put all of his strength, all of that power into his opponent, but it would be short and he couldn't last. No. He didn't have much endurance in the ring.
He had plenty of endurance.
No, he didn't. That was the biggest problem.
Look at the at Goldberg.
He's huge.
No.
He's huge, mind you.
Look at Goldberg and compare Goldberg to all the opponents he's ever gone against.
But it was short matches. They were all squash matches for that long.
Why? You know why they were short matches? Goldberg's too intense.
The biggest problem is that Goldberg he lacked endurance. He had a lot of strength, but he lacked endurance. He couldn't last in a match. He went up against...
Look at the Elimination Chamber match he had. He lasted, that was almost 45 minutes. Look at the match he had against Triple H.
That match wasn't that long.
Yes, it was.
No, it
He's
wasn't.
got endurance.
It was...
No, I'm sorry.
He didn't have endurance.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. And who says otherwise is retarded. I'm sorry, but no.
No. You
can't tell he doesn't have endurance.
He didn't have much endurance
yes,
at all.
Did.
He was gassed out after a short period of time. He was exhausted. He went up against, who did he go up against? And I can't think of it. He was in a match with I can't think of his name. He's the general manager of NXT now. You guys know, if you know, leave it in the comments, but I completely blanked out. He went up a match against him, and they actually did do a documentary on him that is on a network, and they talked about how he lacked endurance. He wasn't built that well to last in a match for a long period of time. He was gassed after, he was in a really short period of time, he was gassed out. That was his biggest problem. He had a lot of strength, he had a lot of power, but he couldn't last in a match. And that was his biggest weakness. And they never worked on that. They just worked on the squash matches, that ridiculous streak that lasted for Lord knows how long. And then he was completely done, and it just ruined him. But honestly, it messed him up. It really did. And then when he left, it was even worse when he went up against Brock Lesnar, because they did nothing for 10 minutes but stare.
How did that mess him up?
Because he couldn't last. He had power, and it was awesome, but he couldn't last in a match. He couldn't. He could not last.
How do you figure that? How?
If you go back and watch on the network, the matches that he had, the legit matches, not that street crap. That match that he had.
That street crap.
The streak itself was really short. They were squash matches that led on up to however long he was there. But the thing is, when he was in an official match that lasted longer than 5 minutes, he was gassed out for a really short period of time. On minute 3, he was done. He had no strength to keep going. He put it all out there, and he was running on fumes. If you go back and watch his matches, you will see how tired he was.
I've been watching.
He's probably better now because it's been years.
No, he is not going to be better now than what then.
Well, I mean, if he's been training, I don't know. I haven't really seen Goldberg in a hot minute, but I know he's been working on cars.
And the opponents he went up against during the streak, they had no chance. They did
the same exact thing that they did with Ryback. Ryback started off with some no names and some local no names. Then from no names to the lower mid card. Then from the lower mid card to the mid card. Then from the mid card to the upper card. Squash match after squash match after squash match after squash match. Did the same exact thing with Ryback. And look at him now.
No. Ryback didn't have a chance in hell to put together a string of wins like Goldberg did. Not a chance in hell. Look at some of people.
But Ryback did the exact same thing that Goldberg did.
Goldberg ran through Hugh Morris like he was a featherweight.
I'm not gonna lie, he is strong. He went straight through a steel pillar.
Through the Big Show back then like he was a featherweight.
Because Big Show was a featherweight back then. Size-wise, he was a tiny man compared to how he is now.
He was what, 100 pounds less back then than he is now? Ain't no way in hell.
Big Show's like 500 pounds now, but back then he was like what? Like
400
4?
pounds? Yeah.
But he was small compared to how he was now.
Look at Mark Henry. Mark Henry's damn near still the same weight.
Yeah, that's true.
And he ran through Mark Henry like it wasn't nothing. Everybody's
running through Mark Henry like it ain't nothing.
And nobody jackhammering Mark Henry like it ain't nothing.
Yeah, he has like twice.
Who?
Let me see.
Who's jackhammering Mark Henry?
I think Big Show's done it, and I think Ryback's done it.
Not jackhammer.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
He has twice.
And Ryback has not jackhammered. He put him in the shell
shop. Wait. No, he's tried, but then Ryback had an epic fail.
We were talking about a complete up from feet up in the air suplex.
The second time Ryback did it. The first time he couldn't pick him up to save his life. That was hilarious.
Shell-shocked him.
That was hilarious.
Not a
he
jackhammer.
tried to shell shock him the
he
first
didn't
time.
jackhammer him. A jackhammer is a suplex.
I know when his legs up in the air and he's holding him there and then he comes down. He did that He did that the second time. He did that second time, not the first time, but the second time.
He did not do that.
I can't remember what pay-per-view is.
Brock Lesnar can't even jackhammer Mark Henry. He can only put him in the F5.
I haven't really seen him do that though. But anyway, we're getting way off topic here. See how we are on different pages all the time. We're never on the same page. But right now, who do you think will win the... Well, he already said Goldberg. He votes Goldberg. I vote Randy. We're moving on from there because we can talk about this forever and argue about this forever. There'll be somebody in the comments that's going to probably argue against us and say we're both wrong. So, like I said, leave your thoughts in the comments. But, okay. This was supposed to be on the pre-show, but now they switched it to the main card, which I think was the right move because this is a championship belt. The U.S. title is on the line against Kalisto and Ryback. Honestly, they love their David versus Goliath style matches. This is definitely David versus Goliath, with Ryback being Goliath and Kalisto being David. Honestly, Kalisto's been on a roll lately. He has no reason to be going back to the Lucha Dragons. This is him being on his own. And honestly, I don't think the belt will benefit if Ryback is champ, because when he was champ, it was boring. And he barely defended it. I really do see Kalisto still retaining it, and he would make it seem a little interesting because Ryback just couldn't. But my vote goes to Kalisto for the win. Who's your vote going for?
Kalisto.
This is the first time we're on the same page. Kalisto for the win. Yeah, Ryback is indeed boring. Okay.
And yet you think he can keep up with Mark?
A lot better. He's better than Goldberg. I'm not saying he surpassed him, but I'm saying he's a little better than him. A little.
No,
a little. By this
Ryback
much.
is slow.
Okay.
Ryback's definitely getting gassed after 2 minutes.
Okay, we're gonna fight over this forever, man.
Goldberg is an athlete. An all SEC All-American of Georgia.
That's
a
true.
defensive tackle at the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
He has got endurance. Ryback?
But for how long was he on the Falcons?
Before he got hurt.
Enough said. Okay.
You're right.
Okay.
He got hurt.
Okay.
You are absolutely right. But Ryback ain't gonna handle no Falcon. Brock Lesnar couldn't even make the Minnesota Vikings.
No, he really couldn't. He couldn't make the cut.
No, I'm sorry. No, ain't no way in hell. Ryback is shit.
Okay, we're gonna be fighting about this forever. Now, this is the one thing that kind of pisses me off because I ended up finding out last night that they're not gonna put their titles on the line. Lord knows why, and they'll never explain it. But the tag team belts are not for grabs. This is not a tag team belt. A belt bout. This is actually just a match that we've seen 1,000 times before. The Battle of Tag Team Supremacy. No title on the line. With the New Day versus the League of Nations. I can freaking care. Seriously. The New Day needs to lose those belts. Not against the League of Nations. But more than likely, they're probably going to save for Enzo and Cass when Enzo and Cass goes on the main roster. I really pray they don't. Because they're going to ruin their whole shtick. But enough of that. Who do you think is going to win this match? Because I can care less. I've seen it 1,000 times. And this is going to be Wade Barrett's last WrestleMania. So they need to make it count. And in my opinion, I'll be straight with seeing the heels win. Because we're not going to see Wade after this. After this month is over, he's done. He's gone. Wherever he's going, he's not coming back. So for me, I'm just going to go. I love Wade Barrett. So I'm going to go for the League of Nations. I'm going for the heels.
New Day.
So he's for the New Day. He's for the faces. I'm for the heels. Alright, moving on from there to the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Zack Ryder versus Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz versus Sin Cara and versus Stardust. So, in all of that, and it's a ladder match. So, in that hodgepodge full of people, who do you think is going to be the person who's going to win the most? I know I ain't going to be Sami. Not after that match that he had with Shinsuke Nakamura. He may not even be there. He may be there for like 2 minutes and then gone. But I doubt it'll be Sami. But honestly, the person that I really would like to see win is Zack Ryder.
That's what I'm going with.
I'd rather see Zack Ryder win because
finally do.
Yeah, he's due for a long time win. I mean, the guy enough was being promoted through the internet to even get the U.S. title because people wanted to see him pushed. He needs this win. I'm going for Zack because as much as I like Mojo, him and Mojo with the bromo, I don't know the name. They like bromance but hyped up. The hype bros. But even though I like the hype bros, even though I like Mojo Rawley, he needs a title win. He just does. So my vote and his vote, Zack Ryder. Next one. This is a second main event, in my opinion. The second main event of the night. It's going to possibly be 4, but in my opinion it's 3, but this is the second. No holds barred, Dean Ambrose versus Brock. It's the second main event, in my opinion. Because it's going to be hard and dirty and rough. And Dean's going to keep trying. But
I don't know if it's main event worthy of 1, 2, 3.
It's freaking Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's in it. It's gotta be main event worthy. And I love.
You really back off that Paul Heyman stuff, huh?
No, I just love Brock Lesnar. I just like Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar.
Paul Heyman. Anything that features Brock Lesnar.
No, it has nothing to do with Paul. No. It has nothing to do with Paul Heyman. It's because this dude can have a mouthpiece that can make him look good, but he has the moves to back it up. This guy is a beast. He shows that he's a beast. You believe that he's a beast, and he is a beast. That's why I like Brock. He don't say he's a beast and don't put it out there. He always puts it out there. The only problem with Dean is that, yeah, they do another David vs. Goliath style match, and even though Dean is unhinged, which he is, there's no way he can beat this guy. No way without playing dirty. Hence why I'm happy it's no holds barred, because he could not win without playing dirty. And we're going to see some dirty tactics coming from Dean.
Well, if he was such a beast, he still have the title by now. He wouldn't have lost it to
There's a reason why.
Oh, because of the triple threat?
No, because of the fact he's a part-timer. They wanted to put it on a full-time guy. That's why they gave it to Seth Rollins. And it was the biggest save of the night.
Like that's Brock's problem.
Yeah. I mean, that was how they set up his contract. He's getting full-time paid for part-time work.
And that was Brock's problem. But I don't think every time he's in a match, he should be main event.
I'm not saying that he should be, but he's a main eventer. He's a draw.
I give you that, but
he's a draw.
It just sounded like you were saying he should be. You said that should be a main event 2 match.
No, in my opinion, this is a main event 2. I'm not saying it should be, but in my opinion, it is because people are coming here to see not only Brock, they want to see Dean win. And for me, I like Brock Lesnar. I like to see this match to be. This is as realistic as you can be. Brock is going to destroy him. I love me some Dean. But Dean's got to play really dirty in order to beat Brock. He's got to go beyond bad to beat Brock. That's why I'm saying that this is a second main event, because you can see how realistic it could be. That he has to go dark to beat him. And that's the same that Paul Heyman says. So the only way you can beat Brock is go dark. And that's why Cena couldn't beat him, because he couldn't go dark. So Dean has no problem in going to the dark side. So we're going to see the dark side of Dean, and we're going to see the dirtiest that Brock's ever played.
Cena did beat him once when he went dark.
When did he ever go dark and stay there?
I didn't say he was going to stay there. He stayed there long enough to beat Brock Lesnar.
When did he beat Brock?
A couple years ago when they had that, what was it? That
clean? He beat Brock clean.
It wasn't a clean match because of Brock. Brock made it a hardcore match. Cena cracked him in the mouth with that chain he wore and beat Brock Lesnar, remember? Brock's the one who made it unclean.
Okay. But either or.
Yeah, you tell me it's not true?
No, I mean, it's true. Okay. It's true. He got cracked in the mouth, and that's how he won.
And as a matter of fact, what was Brock doing in that entire match? Hitting Cena with steel stairs.
Yeah.
From the ring.
Yeah.
He kept suplexing Cena on those stairs in the middle of the ring.
Every time
so Brock cannot get mad when he got cracked in the mouth with a steel chain.
But he really can't get mad at all because he literally destroyed John Cena at SummerSlam.
That's
no
true.
Offense, no defense. He was literally made into something that night.
He was. And he absolutely was.
That's why the
Cena, and it's like JBL says. He is a decorated combat athlete.
Yeah, he is.
combat athlete.
He is. He's a
It
solid
takes another
monster.
combat athlete to beat him.
Clean.
Hence, Goldberg.
But
Only other decorated combat athlete I know that can beat Goldberg.
But they have to do
Roderick.
it right. They have to do it right next time. They
If
did not do that match right.
The combat athletes, they're going to jaw jack each other.
But
that's a
they
different
didn't
story.
even jaw jack. There was no jaw jacking involved. They stared at each other for 10 freaking minutes.
They were talking.
They were not.
They were.
Not even Stone Cold Steve Austin could save it. Not even he could save it. But anyway, if we keep bringing this up, we're gonna make this an hour. So let's not do that. Okay, the next match is definitely the match that everybody and their mom has come down to see, including myself. The Hell in a Cell match with The Undertaker for Shane McMahon. So many things have been thrown out there of what could happen here. More than likely, people thinking that Shane's gonna have a replacement. He gave us a bit of a tidbit on Raw, a little taste of what he would do in the match. It's a possibility that Shane is crazy enough to get involved, but he may not be alone. And a lot of people are predicting that Cena will help out. A lot of people are predicting that The Rock is going to be involved in this. A lot of people are predicting that he is not going to be by himself against Taker. In my opinion, this is Taker's last WrestleMania, period. No matter what stipulation that Vince tried to put in there about him being his last WrestleMania, it's just redundant and just stupid. Because we know he's not going to be back at WrestleMania after this. It's going to be it for him. That's just my opinion. But
only if he loses. If he wins,
but he's going to lose. We know how old school that Taker is. He will definitely lay down for somebody he thinks is worthy to lay down for. And he has a lot of respect for Vince McMahon. I don't know his relationship with Shane, but it's a possibility that he might just let Shane take it. There's a lot of respect between Taker and Vince. A lot of mutual respect between those two.
I wouldn't say mutual.
Well, I mean,
but definitely scared respect on the part of Vince. He ain't trying to get chokeslammed straight to hell.
No, I mean, I'm
take that last ride from Taker.
I mean, well, storyline.
Vince has no. If Vince was to step in the ring with Taker, he has no chance in hell.
Storylines.
Hello.
Storyline wise, yes. It's a mixed bag, but behind the scenes, they do have mutual respect for one another.
Well, but all the wrestlers have respect for each other behind the scenes,
especially with Taker, because Taker's been there for the longest. But the thing is,
but in the end, this is
a temporary thing.
This is a catch-22 match. It can go either way.
That's true.
Meaning, I don't think this is going to be Taker's last match if he wins.
I think it's going to be his last WrestleMania.
Well, I mean, not his last WrestleMania. I don't think so. If he wins,
I don't think he's going to be coming back next year.
He'll be back.
I don't think he is, and that's me. I don't think Taker's going to be back next year. I think he's going to be in the Hall of Fame next year.
I think he will be back.
But Shane,
at the same time, I don't see them letting Undertaker go out like this.
But that's what we're thinking. Like, Taker's old school. He wanted to get rid of the streak he wanted to get rid of the streak before WrestleMania 30. He would have been fine with Triple H taking the streak off of him when he was in Atlanta. But it got extended on. And 30 was the last time he wanted to get rid of it. Yes, he did. Taker wanted to get rid of that streak for years.
He did not want to get rid of that
Yes,
streak.
he did. The only people that didn't want the streak to end was the fans. But he wanted it to die a long time ago. And you can tell.
How?
Because it was too much to deal with for year after year after year. The guy was being broken year after year after year. He didn't want to do this anymore. He wanted to be done with it. But the fans wanted to continue.
He could have been done with it when it was broken with Brock.
But
why did he come back?
Because look, it's all about. It's not really. He's not the guy that has the call. It's the boss that has the call.
Oh shit! He could have retired after the streak being broken. He has that option to retire.
I'm not talking about him retiring. I'm talking about him retiring the streak. But in this case,
it was retired when Brock broke it.
That's true. And in my opinion,
why still come back a year later?
And I don't really know, and I can't really make any.
And to take on Bray Wyatt at the following.
The Bray Wyatt thing doesn't even count. That was stupid. That was stupid feud itself.
Then he came back again with Survivor Series. Whatever it was.
I mean, that's true, but let's put it here to the current. This feud was half done. It was half done. It was only 2 people building it. It's between Shane and Vince. There was nothing for Taker to do but show up. That's what shows me that Taker's kind of done. He's written out of this whole thing. Because honestly, this is all about Vince, all about Shane. That's it. Taker's just there. We don't even know why he's helping Vince in the first place. They never explained that. They're not going to. The match is here. That's it. Do it. Done. And that's why I feel like he's ready to end all this. Because there's really no emotion in it. There's nothing built up to this. It's just there. But we know that Shane is going to be in a temporary contract just to take a place of Triple H, whose contract expired as a performer in March. And until that's straight, Shane's going to take his place. So we know that Shane's going to be there. We don't know he's going to be a heel GM. We have no idea what's going to happen. It can go either way. I'm rooting for Shane. I love me some Shane O'Mac. I love me some Taker. But I think that Taker is just starting to reach his course. It's starting to literally back off and maybe pass the reins, pass the torch to someone else. And unfortunately, it's not Bray. They missed the boat on that guy, especially at 31. He was pretty much trying to hold his own with that whole feud, and that failed and blew up his face. I think he's gonna lose. Didn't you say that about the streak? And weren't you wrong?
I was wrong. I was. But I'm not really ready to give up on Taker. Nor am I ready to give up on Shane because I like Shane too. So I can't call this one. This one, I think this one's going to play itself out. I'm letting this one play itself out. I'm not calling this one.
I respect that and I agree. I mean, I'm voting for Shane because I love me some Shane O'Mac. So I'm just going to put Shane up there.
I like Shane too, but, you know, I like The Undertaker as well. But I'm going to let this one play itself out and see what happens because there's too many variables up in the air for it. So
yeah, I can kind of agree to that. But let's talk about the supposed 4th main event and WrestleMania, and this is the one that not a lot of people like, and including myself, but it's there, and this is going to be possibly the main event of the night. The World Heavyweight Championship title with Triple H versus Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
There's going to be a lot of people that's going to be pissed off, man. And we're in Texas, and there's going to be some angry Texans seeing this.
Roman Reigns showed another side.
Roman Reigns, no, he missed the boat on that. They screwed him up. I'm sorry, they did. They did him correct when he was at the Rumble, and he got mad. Did him better when he got the belt. But when he got, not at the Rumble, it was before the Rumble. I think it was TLC when he got angry. But at the Rumble, when they took him out for 20 minutes of the match and then have him come back towards the end, that ruined him because he didn't fight all the way through. The main reason why people saw him at the Rumble was to see if he could beat 30 men straight up without stopping. The guy was taken out by the Legends for 23 minutes of the match. 20 or 23 minutes, give or take. He was gone for a long time. Then he came back, and then he got eliminated. But still, he didn't fight all the way through. And it was a given that Triple H was going to add himself as number 30. Come on.
And it was a given that Triple H was going to do something to ensure his win.
But Roman Reigns was gone. Assassin. But he was gone majority of the time, and he came out like nothing happened. He was gone because Vince had the League of Nations come and attack him, and they took him out on a stretcher.
And who colluded with that? Vince and Triple H.
And that's what messed him up. That's what messed up Roman. I'm not saying that Roman is a bad competitor. He is a great. He can be a great athlete.
Roman up.
But it messes up his build.
It was just Triple H doing what he does. He ensures he takes every advantage possible
to make him look good. Yes,
exactly.
But the problem is it ruined Roman. And the whole time Triple H has been holding his feud like Atlas with the world on his shoulders. He has been holding the feud the entire time to make Roman look good. He's been promoting Roman and himself. He literally pulled double duty when he didn't have to. All he had to do was to make Roman look good at the Royal Rumble to get people prepared for this. But they messed up multiple times. And then when he got his nose broke, they actually, like an idiot, and I don't know who didn't notice this, that somebody had literally a camera straight behind Byron Saxton to show Byron giving him like a blood tablet to make it look like that his nose was broke. If they didn't show that and put that on the internet, it made it worse. Way to go, guy. You made the guy's push make a lot worse because you wanted to get noticed on YouTube. There you go. And now that messed him up, so nobody will believe at all that Roman's even powerful to have this to beat Triple H. It's making him look like a stooge. And the fact that you're making this the main event to try to force people to like him isn't going to work. You can't pull back and go and do the whole thing that you did before the Royal Rumble that made people happy when it's not going to work again. You've already messed that up. Knowing that people don't like Roman and he got booed in multiple states, including the state he's from, shows you that it's not going to work. So having this here, you're going to get what you're going to get. You're going to have a bunch of pissed off Texans angry to see this as the main event when they're going to be exhausted after the Hell in a Cell match. And seeing how the Roman Reigns, this is his first WrestleMania, he should get his WrestleMania moment. And it's wrong. The whole thing, the whole setup was wrong. I really can care less who wins because we know who's going to win here. Triple H is going to drop it to Roman. He's going to drop it for Roman because his performance contract is up. So he can't fight anymore until another contract is done. So he's going to drop it to Roman. That's it. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be a bad outcome. It's not going to be like Daniel Bryan. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be pissed off people. So just expect it. Expect the rain of hate falling on you. Expect that. Deal with that right there. For me, the setup was bad. Roman should have had a better push than this. He deserves better than this. And not even The Rock can save it. Nothing can. But that's just me. I've talked too much. What's your thoughts?
We'll just see.
He always simplifies stuff, and now I feel like I talk way too much.
We'll see.
Other than that, y'all, that's all our predictions. We are literally hours away from WrestleMania. I might just do a results video. I might just do a results video after this. I might do a review after we get back from WrestleMania if I have a voice left. And knowing this, we're gonna probably get back like about what 11 o'clock.
Something like that.
But other than that, I might just do a review after this if I have a voice left. But honestly, we'll see. I'm done. This is Big D. I'm Naturegirl. I'm out. See y'all later.